Hello and welcome everyone to New Moon 2022 Cycle 4, also known as Blood Moon number 1. So today marks the start of the top cut for the first Blood Moon of this year. So we have a lot of really exciting matches lined up today, but before we start, let me briefly explain what is Blood Moon, and I'll also be going through the results from the previous two streams as well from the round robin stage. So normal New Moon is our weekly round robin tournament which uses the public setups format, and what that means is that after the tournament starts everyone can see what everyone else is playing, and that is what our casters will be going through before each match. But Blood Moon is a unique variation which goes through 4 weeks of the tournament, with the first 2 weeks being the round robin stage which we just ended, and the next 2 weeks will be top cut bracket. And the winner of the tournament will receive the special Moon Master role which lasts until the next Blood Moon. Alright, and with that brief explanation out of the way, let's take a look at where we landed after the round robin stage and how that will bring us into the top cut bracket. Okay, so as you can see on the screen, these were the standings from the round robin stage. So we had 16 participants, but only 8 will be moving into the top cut bracket and battling to see who will be our Moon Master. We do want to give a shout out to Symes for actually managing to play all of his matches in the round robin stage. That's always a pretty big achievement when we see that happen. And what you can see on screen now is how the top cut bracket is lined up based on the round robin results. So on today's stream we'll be starting with Symes vs Thiago, Solid vs Josue, HonorNite vs Neryth, and playerzero vs ShironaNep for our first round, which will obviously be deciding who will be continuing through the winners bracket or going to the win harder bracket as we've called it. And I do want to point out that this top cut bracket is starting with a lot of revenge matches. So I'm very much looking forward to see how everyone is going to play their match and see the comebacks. Alright, and without further ado, joining us today on commentary will be Neryth and SoulXCross. Hello guys.
Hey guys, it's great to be here and I can't wait to cast some of these matches with you.
Thank you for having me, and I am ready, locked and loaded to see some of that bloodshed on this lovely Blood Moon.
That's pretty optimistic way to put Blood Moon. But with that, let's head into the setups for our first match of the day with Symes vs Thiago.
Okay. So for starters, we're looking at Symes' build, which is the tried and true Gregor standard build for the Navi cust here. Got the HP plus 500, attack max, charge max, air shoes, super armor custom 1, rush, undershirt, and the bug stop. Everything you will possibly need wrapped into one beautiful tight cust.
Yeah, definitely. And you know, it's either this or the Chonk Gregor, and sometimes we see some variations with float shoes instead of air shoes. But those are the pretty standard Gregor Navi custs, and we see Symes here rocking it with this B code. So a lot of Valzar hate in this folder actually. Blastman SP, Protoman SP, Machine Gun 3s, 3 Machine Gun 3s actually. So there's a lot of potential here to suppress a Valzar player's cross options. And Thiago here is actually playing Valzar, so we're going to have to see how Thiago dances around these multiple threats coming at him.
For sure, if you're playing Gregor B code, I like to play the whole Mega Boomer or High Boomer with the fire hit, but I think prioritizing the Machine Gun 3 here is much safer for Gregor, simply because you get the extra bonus on damage with Erase Cross. So there's no reason to really go far outside of that in terms of value in these chips. I feel like also the double Geddon here has been really good for Symes throughout the early brackets and round robin, and that's going alongside the air shoes that he has that Symes was able to put in his cusp. Air shoes being so prevalent in this recent tournament, I feel like, especially since Geddon was being played by almost everybody, it felt like in a lot of ways, or there was a lot of ways to deal a lot of pressure with making holes on the boards in general.
Yeah, definitely those Geddons can be quite oppressive depending on the matchup. Obviously, Falzar has got the multiple options, Tenku Cross and Falzar Beast out, in order to deal with Geddon. But if you get caught off guard, that's still one turn where that Gregor player can just line up and wail on you with whatever charge shots that they've got in store. So, but yeah, Geddon's definitely very effective in combination with the slow gauge and those air shoes. On Thiago's side, we've got this 1900 HP Buster, so it's attack max, charge max. It doesn't have bug stop, so it's got the bugged Buster. So it's got this going for it, and it is a G-code setup with bubble stars, static. It's actually a reg static, so that's one way to kind of threaten your opponent off of the Erase Cross right off the bat. So that's going to be an interesting interaction. It's going to be interesting to see how Symes plays around that. Then you've got the Wood Dragons, and then one Heat Dragon, and then uninstall, and a star-coded Machine Gun 1 pair of that uninstall. So obviously Grandman SP is in here, and then interestingly enough, Thiago has opted to take Erase Man SP. So this is a bit more of a balanced folder here. I would say that it doesn't have as many tools that would maybe stop a Gregor player in its tracks, but you've still got Meteor Knuckle, and that's a huge threat to SoulXCross.
Absolutely.
And then Groundman SP is kind of doubling up on that, so you've got that second threat to SoulXCross. But outside of that, Thiago's gonna have to rely on that one static to deal with, or the Wind Rack. So one Wind Rack or static to deal with Symes' Erase Cross, and so that can be kind of a problem depending on how Symes plays the matchup.
I actually have to say that Thiago has another really big threat here in the terms of the Risky Honey with the Grab Banish. I would love to see it paired with something like Double Point or Attack plus 30, but Thiago opted not to use those, which is fine because you still get a really big amount of damage off of a chip charged Risky Honey 3 anyway. And it will really make Symes think about going into Electros to pressure until he sees those chips used, which is a really big thing because now you can't do super optimal or safe things with Geddon in terms of using Electros. You'll have to use Erase Cross instead, which doesn't seem too bad. But scaring him out of a cross is going to be really big here, especially since it's going to be one of the main ways he deals damage. Another thing I really like on Thiago's side here is since he lacks the rush ability in his Navi cut, he decided to play Erase Man SPK out of code just so he could punish a user who thinks they're safe while camping invisible for some reason. I do like playing a bit more Invis Pierce alongside things when you don't have the... Oh man, I got distracted by the chat. I'm sorry. But it is really nice to pair these things alongside the absence of rush, simply because Invis being camped can be a huge detriment to your entire strategy. Especially G-Code.
Yeah, I'm not sure if I personally agree with the Erase Man SP choice here as a kind of, you were mentioning it as a replacement for rush, simply because G-Code, so in Falzar, it's not quite the same as like in Gregor, where you can have a really good damage threat off of your crosses. Like, obviously Falzar crosses aren't anything to sneeze at, Tomahawk with +1 area gets that confirmed chop under opponent over and over. And then Tengu Lock, obviously really high DPS. But the other crosses don't really have as dependable a charge shot.
Right.
Right, you're not going to see ground cross connecting that often. Even dust cross, most of that isn't that utility, cracking panels, breaking panels, and then slowly whittling down the area so that you can eventually start landing charge shots. And then spout cross, not the highest damage, and even though it's got this really fast charge time, it can still be kind of hard to connect
Land
with
those hits. I think I don't think Eraseman SP is definitely a replacement for Rush, but if you don't have Rush, you should be packing like extra Invis Pierce, right? Which is why I kind of like the Eraseman in here. It is out of code. I'm not sure if it's going to mesh well with what's going on. There's a lot of G in here, which means if you bring Eraseman, you're going to be going into a turn with either mostly star chips, like maybe Element Man to back it up, or another Eraseman to go into each other. But other than that, it's going to be really clunky because you're going to have to take that out of code. And there's no focus in here so that you can just go Eraseman and then escape into the next turn. So it's going to be interesting in how he plays it.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, my one concern is just that it is going to end up making things clunky just because Balzar can't be played like Gregar, where you can have a turn with just that one SP Navi and not much else.
Still do damage,
like a little bit of defense. And then you're not going to do that much damage that turn with Balzar, so it is slightly different in that way. And so, like, you can kind of see it on Symes' side with Gregar. He's just got this E-code focus, right?
Right.
And, so there's not that much splash going on outside of the kernel force, which in Q code, you're not missing that much. It justifies that one turn where you have to lock in Q and star code, and then life aura, and then recovery 300s. So Thiago just has a bit more splash here, and we'll have to see whether to see Raceman SP pays off for him.
All right, with that, I think without further ado, let's hop into the match and see what happens.
Okay, so what we just saw on stream is basically what happened. We didn't have the match submitted for Symes vs Thiago, so this was basically a reenactment of the match based on the public information made by Salad. Oh wait, oh okay, so it looks like the match did get submitted last second. So with that, let me prepare the match, and I guess we'll go from there.
My favorite part of the match was when Thiago pulled out that revolver and aimed it right at Symes, and then Symes took out his own and shot Thiago in the foot, and that represented a Geddon, I think.
My favorite part is when Symes pulled out his revolver and got the full synchro after.
All right, well, yeah, all right, let's hop into the match.
So at the very end of that, there we saw that Thiago was said, G-code never again. So I'm scared. What did you do to him, Symes? Like, I guess we're about to find out. Oh my god. Oh, who made that? Was that Salad? Did Salad do that?
Yeah, it was Salad, I'm pretty sure.
You're a monster. That was perfect. Oh my god. That was too funny. Oh, I wasn't ready. That was the best sequence I've ever seen in my life. Like, oh man. Okay, taking a little extra time in the thinking process in this first turn, I wanted to take a moment to talk about area control. Now, Symes does have 5 area grabs in his folder, but he also has the grab banish, but so does Thiago here. He also has grab banish in hand as well. Oh, well, not in hand, but in the folder alongside 4 area grabs. So I think it's slightly in favor of Symes, but these perma holes will kind of negate that, I suppose. Ooh, early times 2 bubble.
Very, very nice connect there on the times 2 bubble, leading right into the static uninstall. The judge ban actually didn't connect. Thiago didn't line up for that.
That could have been a misinput due to lag. He probably pressed up there and didn't get it, or something happened. There's some spaghetti. Because you definitely wanted to hit that judgment on the bubble for another times 2, followed up by that static.
Yeah.
Now, the uninstall is huge here, though, because now that Symes no longer has air shoes, the Geddons in his folder are probably going to be better suited to being chip charged away for damage in terms of, like, value. But we'll see what happens.
Symes popping that first recovery 300. Ooh, it's gonna manage to avoid that bubble star 3 using the invis.
Nice!
Thiago's not moving, so Symes takes this opportunity to line up for the erase man.
Excellent footsies there too. Gonna line up in the top row to scare Thiago downward and immediately press down and go for that charge start for a quick confirm. Maybe Thiago wanted to go for Element Elect there, but gets grass instead.
Yeah, I think maybe that was an attempt to get Elec to break those back 3 panels, but yeah, this grass might be a problem, knowing that it is B code coming from Symes. So right off the bat, we're gonna see this Blast Man SP attempt, and we'll see whether or not Thiago can defend against it. And yeah, if Thiago doesn't have the defense to block out this Blastman SP, it is definitely going to be a very painful mistake getting the grass instead of Elec.
don't know if I like that Symes went for the slow gauge there in that first turn. Maybe he wanted to wait out the panels for as long as possible, which is actually kind of smart. But he wasn't able to do any significant amounts of damage with his charge shot because of that. Plasmin will connect for the ×2! Ah, nice!
Oh, wow.
Max hit on machine gun there simply because no super armor. So.
Oh, wow.
Dear knuckle.
Oh, only 2 hits there.
Well, he's not PZ. What did you expect? Like, if you're not PZ, it does min damage most of the time.
Yeah, getting that extra value though, at least all of those panels were broken so that Symes can't actually move down to connect any charge shots anymore.
I don't know if I like going for Kernel Force here. That perma hole is the biggest problem in this situation because now you can't go for something like Element Man Ice to turn it into ice because it was already broken from the start.
Yeah, we'll just have to see how much damage Symes can squeeze out here. I think Thiago still has his own recovery 300s.
Oh, but going for this here all the time too. Wind back. Judgment will whiff.
Oh,
wow.
Thiago just stays on the top row, knowing that that Kernel Force damage is going to be reduced drastically.
Excellent awareness from Thiago's side here. Now he's in the lead by a few hundred points.
It's still anyone's game though. Both players at such low HP. Either one could end it with enough defensive chips on this turn.
You know, I wouldn't even be opposed to not crossing here by Symes and just going for the regular chip charge because it's really underrated, really quick, fast, does a quick 200 damage if you catch your opponent in a good spot. I almost think it's better than the heat here.
Area grab comes down, as well as anti-damage, but Symes does have the answer. Oh,
but
no!
not anymore!
Ooh, the Protoman SP will break it.
You see, there goes the chip charges. Oh no! That's so unfortunate. There's enough time. Neryth gets the hit. Only 1 HP left.
Yeah, and with that, Symes closes it out.
Now, what I really liked about Symes going to heat cross at the very end there was that in case Protoman SP was blocked or threatened or being camped out because of that perma hole, he could have chip charged, threw away Protoman obviously, and then chip charged to go for the Heat Beast. Now that Lifer was in play there, so excellent decision by Symes.
Whoa, I feel like you're singing a completely different tune now. What was that?
Yeah. In practice, my decision was worse, but having the anti-damage for this Groundman SP is pivotal for not taking a massive amount of damage here in the first turn. Great read by Thiago, but a better one from Symes in this position.
Yeah, now the +2 area advantage here. Symes just gonna lock Thiago down with the SoulXCross turn 1. Gets 2 charge shots in.
Yes. Unfortunately, because there's no slow gauge regged here by Symes, there's not a huge amount of value that's going to come out of it now that he has to wait for the slow gauge to come into hand.
I think it was a slow gauge reg, but I think Symes had to toss it in that time freeze counter.
Oh, yes.
Not
You're right.
SoulXCross.
You're right.
Oh, whoa! 3 hits of Meteor Knuckle against SoulXCross right there, sneaking in under that life aura. So Symes just took 600 damage.
They're trying to go for whatever damage you can at this point.
Yeah, Symes trying to get some payback there with some charge shots.
I actually like the decision to go into Erase here for some extra damage, but what's really scary is that Thiago could possibly go into Tomahawk here and probably go for a chip charged Risky Honey, So Symes is going to really want to be careful about how he releases a charge shot or those machine guns. But at least the tell of going into a Tomahawk here will let him know what's coming next. And there it is. Okay, a nice little mix-up here by Thiago. Didn't go immediately for the bees. Oh, and great movement there by Symes. Excellent defense. Oh, but gets clipped by the second dragon as well. Element Man will decross here at the very end of the turn. So that will eliminate the fear of having a ×2 bees in the very next round. Excellent play here by Symes.
Oh wow, and this could be a very quick end here. If this Eraseman connects right into the Machine Gun 3, that should be enough to take Thiago down.
I like the idea here, going for the beast out, gonna be able to chip charge and deal a massive amount of pain with the erase tail arrow, even if he whiffs these attacks here. Thiago thinking extra hard, and I don't blame him because this situation is kind of intense for him. You don't actually know what your opponent's going to be coming up with next. You know he has a Wraithman in the back, but what do you follow up with that? How do you punish? Especially with your lack of Invis Pierce. That Eraseman would have given Mars a lot more time to chip charge, but he wanted to save the anti-damage instead. I actually respect this decision too.
Element Man gonna come down here and remove this anti-damage, but not sure what else Thiago has in play. Own anti-damage comes up at end of turn. Symes not able to get those erase tails out.
Oh, oops, I said Mars. Wow, my bad. Face one. The machine gun here will be. Oh, never mind. There's an invisible now in play. Oh, and the Murloc connects. Oh, is it the banish? Oh. You know what?
Wow.
I don't even know how he. Oh, battle pressure. Oh, the fight is really cooking now.
Ooh, and this is an ice cube field, an ice panel plus ice cube field.
You know, that last turn, raw Muramasa, and then going right into the banish afterwards was so risky, but it paid off so well for Thiago, and the read by Symes here is insane. Obviously, going for, oh no, but the decross is gonna happen right now! Oh no, but he whips! Oh, okay, you know what? This still isn't that bad, because now your movement is a lot better, and you won't be frozen.
I think that was maybe intentional to get rid of the ice panels.
Yeah, I think that was a really good play. Because now your movement isn't just sliding all over the place in the very tail end. Still gets clipped by the uninstall. And oh my gosh, this is insane. Both players decrossed turn 1 and lost so much life here. The Splash Man's gonna do 500 points of damage under this grass panel setup.
You know, with those charge shots being exchanged at the end, I swear I could have heard some spaghetti western noises. I guess it's just me. Rush coming down here, gonna get rid of this first invis from Thiago. But Symes really wants to take off this anti-damage. Oh wow, and the second invis also being used here.
Anti-damage is gonna be really strong. Gonna get, oh, the uninstall coming into play here.
No.
Oh no! No, you. Oh, jeez, that's so much damage, especially now that it's ×3 thanks to the Tomahawk cross there.
Symes was taking some heavy punishment from those tomahawk chops, and then just playing it out patiently, waiting to get that anti-damage off, and then following it up with the Blastman SP on grass against Tomahawk for that 750 damage. And now suddenly the situation has swung around, and Thiago is actually on the back foot here. And this looks like the Colonel Force turn coming up from Symes.
I do think starting off this turn with the anti-damage is pretty interesting because the lower HP on Thiago and getting hit with a bunch of buster shots is going to pressure Thiago into doing something, right? So the mindset now becomes a reaction instead of making a plan of his own, which Symes can capitalize on pretty well here. Or maybe I'm overanalyzing it. Air grab does come down. Preemptively throwing up. Oh, what a good situation. Oh, but the auras! That's so tough.
You're gonna have to get out this Colonel Force, and then... Oh, wow, this could be it.
Excellent movement. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, that's it. You know, going back to that lovely video that we had in the very beginning, Salad, thank you for that. I don't think this was a G-code loss here. I don't think this had anything to do with the folder. I think it honestly just came down to Colonel Force being good and Symes being able to use it well.
That was such a volatile matchup. I loved that Muramasa grab banish end to the second round. That was really well played from Thiago. And then Symes just playing really, really smart, playing really patiently, really getting, it looked like Symes was really suffering there at the hands of that Tomahawk cross, eating those 2 charge shots and getting the charge tackle interrupted, right at that frame, right before the charge tackle actually takes off. So that was so close. And then finally getting off that Blastman SP on grass, that should have been such a satisfying 750 damage right there. But yeah, well played to Symes and Thiago right there. And that was the first match in winners. So Thiago is now sent down to the losers bracket here, and Symes will progress. But with that, I think we can go into setups for our next set of the day, which is Josue versus Salad.
This is going to be a very interesting matchup. I think this is Josue's first tournament with us here. I haven't even gotten a chance to play with them yet, which is pretty unfortunate because I heard that he's been doing really well. And if you look at the standings, he did pretty good too.
First, I'm not sure if it's his first cycle, but obviously he had to play earlier in order to get into this Blood Moon, but definitely I think his first Blood Moon. So yeah, Josue has been performing very well, especially in the round robin, actually performing very well. And so we see a Falzar G-code here, very similar actually to what Thiago was just running. There's some modifications here, like Neo Variable as well as the Meteor Knuckle. I think Thiago opted not to run the Neo Variable. Machine Gun 2 instead of a Machine Gun Star. And an extra Heat Dragon, so 1 Heat Dragon to pair with each Wood Dragon. So there's a little bit more of a damage threat there. And it's a little bit better in a Falzar versus Falzar matchup, like this one right here. And a little bit more defense with this Barrier 200. But these traps have actually been swapped around a bit. And there's less of a focus on offensive area. So there's only 3 area grabs here. So Josue has actually opted to take anti-recovery and only 1 anti-damage. So this swap around is good into matchups where your opponent is packing that recovery 300, those 2 recovery 300s, because it basically nullifies both recovery 300s. So in terms of chip value, you're using 1 anti-recovery to do to just completely nullify 2 chips in the form of those recovery 300s. And I think the other thing I want to mention here is that one wind, that star code wind in Josue's folder. We've seen it in the round robin stage used very effectively, actually, and it has been actually quite a game changer. So it's going to be interesting to see if it has that same impact in this matchup.
I do want to notice the inspirations here by another player in our community, playerzero, because of that Neo variable and Meteor Knuckle combo. It's starting to catch on, I believe. A lot more people are running them together because of how impactful they are in the same round. It's just a lot of damage. Neo variable with the the supersonic boom doesn't even cause flashing, so you can immediately follow that up into a Knuckles right afterwards. It's just such strong synergy that it makes so much sense to play it. And if they're in this Tengu, wouldn't it, like, be interesting if Tengu got hit by a Neo variable there, Neryth?
Yeah, I mean, especially if it would be like a full synchro Neo variable. Can you imagine the damage? Can you just imagine the psychological impact of taking 880 damage from a Neo variable? I mean, I personally have never been in such a situation myself, but I can only imagine the horror on both players' faces as they realize what just happened. But yeah, luckily I'll never have to experience that myself.
Same.
Yeah, on the right side here we have Salad set up, which is also B code. So again, this is funny. This is actually G code versus B code again. But this time it's Falzar versus Falzar, and both the G code and the B code are, well, the G code is a little bit different. The B code is very different here. It has opted for a lot more variety in the B code chips. So you've got the double high boomers, you've got a single fire hit 3, you got the B banish combo. So there's a lot of variety here, and so there's a lot more angles that threats can come from in Salad's folder. So
like Salad's folder for Falzar more, actually, because of the high boomers that can be chip charged for extra damage and the fire hit that can do double damage. And that's probably why Symes, I said this earlier, didn't go for those chips, because you don't really get the same amount of value with the chip charged boomer. It doesn't equate to the same with the plus 50 to the fire hit versus the ×2 from the boomer, and it slightly edges out on the Falzar player side.
Well,
so
what are you talking about? What are you talking about? I think Gregar gets such an advantage from having that fire hit 3, and then you go into charge cross. You start charging that fire hit 3 for the entire turn. And then you let it go and it misses on grass. Yeah, that is the kind of high impact chip I want to see.
Yeah, it's true. It's a lot of damage, right? It's 180 plus another 100, 280 ×2 for that 560. You know what I'm saying? Like it's big damage,
Yeah, it's big damage. Imagine if it lands on Tomahawk.
Yeah, well, true. Like you got to play for the numbers, man. You got to play for those numbers.
Yeah, it's just unfortunate that really long charge time with charge cross does mean that you can't really combo it. But yeah, so that'd be the one major problem. But enough about that. I think. Oh, one more thing I want to talk about is that there is this one sneaky white capsule in Salad's folder. So I think this will help a lot with like both Proto Man SP and Blast Man SP will leave your opponent flinching or the blinking. So that white capsule will remove that, or actually in Proto Man SP's case, in both cases they'll leave your opponent they'll leave your opponent ready for that follow up for the other SP Navi at the same time. So
I'm actually glad you brought that up, because this isn't Salad's usual B code. There's 2 chips, I believe, that are different here this time around, and that is that white capsule and Neo variable. And I'm very interested in seeing how much of a big impact that makes, because these are really powerful chips that she swapped in here. The White Capsule especially, whatever she puts it on is going to be huge. Even Machine Gun 3 having it will be huge. You know, it's going to, well, not as impactful of having a race cross plus hit, but it's still going to be able to allow amazing follow-up in any kind of situations. Oh, 4 chips have changed.
Yeah, I was about to correct you. Having personally thrown my body into the maw of Salad speed code countless times over the years, I can confirm, yeah, it's 4 chips. So there's an extra grab banish in there, Neo Variable, White Capsule, and then Meteor Knuckle. So usually it's actually base anomaly in the B code folder for Salad, but instead there's a Meteor Knuckle. So that opted for 2 chip changes, Neo Variable as well, just because it's so powerful in code for the follow up, or for the just to
combo with
combo with the Meteor Knuckle.
It makes sense, but I'm no longer a Salad fan because you abandoned the base. But it's cool. It's cool. You know, I'll get over it. I guess.
Understandable. But yeah, I think with really. That we can jump right into the set. Yeah, Meteor Knuckle, you know, it's obviously a really powerful Giga chip, but I appreciate base anomaly. I really love, personally, that you can actually destroy Life Aura with it if you just boost it with double point. That's got to be my favorite part of base anomaly. It's just the fact that it can one-shot Barrier 200 and Life Aura if you double point it first, and then you still get 660 damage on top of it. So it's honestly, I don't know if Meteor Knuckle is like just objectively better than base anomaly, but it's more usable in general situations, I think, because of permaholes kind of ruining the base anomaly potential. I think that's the main issue.
I also think it was a good call for this tournament specifically as a meta call, because a lot of players were playing Geddon and or things that make calls, and the fire hit immediately hits. You see, into a barrier, it gets rid of barrier, like we said. Fire hit, barrier removal. Come on, guys.
Yeah. Josue here gained that very quick turn 1 full cust and the rock cubes, I think, as well. So you're gonna have to keep in mind that Salad has Machine Gun 3 as well. So Josue has that 1 Machine Gun 2, but in an optimal situation, that would be paired with the uninstall. So this is actually kind of a rough situation. Josue maybe wants to use that Erase Man to take down this SoulXCross from Salad. Yeah, so uses the Trash Chute, recycles, tosses that Machine Gun 2 to back the folder to pair with the uninstall when it comes up, and really wants to line up for this Erase Man.
An Erase Man confirmed here would be huge in terms of nullifying that advantage of going through the deck and setting up the folder and combos the way you want it to. Well, players going for charge shots here. What I'm really thinking is Salad may or may not take a hit here and then go for a defensive option afterwards.
Oh,
the safety of that didn't come here. Oh, nice. Okay, so that was actually really nicely played. So if Salad had gotten a hit, I think she would have thrown up that anti-damage right afterwards, because usually in that intangible state, you can't be hit unless it's something like Erase Cross, or the Erase Man shit. But still here, it works out really well. Judgment will come down, but into a Life Aura.
Oh no, this was actually great. So it forces out the Life Aura here, and then now Salad can get rid of it instantly with the Tengu back feet. Right into Erase Man, so this gets rid of the SoulXCross. And yeah, both players are actually playing so patiently here. But just getting that edge there, Salad coming out on top of this exchange.
Unfortunate. Always a mistake when you try to camp forward to deny that area grab, just to get smacked in the face by a win back from Tank Cross. It is unfortunate, but taking that risk of stepping forward to deny an area grab is much more important. So I do respect that play from Josue here.
Yeah, this is a kind of a rough situation now. Josue with no area grab and no judge man. Josue needs to prevent this area lock from happening because it is going to be Tengu, and those racks are going to be really punishing. Just getting locked in place, not really able to do anything. So if Salad just has that one more area grab, then this Tengu lock is going to be complete. And Josue needs to buy some time, maybe with the wind rack, with this erase man, this wind, maybe to push Salad back, force Salad to destroy the wind box. So Josue has some options this turn, and obviously it's not slow gauge or anything. This is going to be normal gauge. Oh, beat comes down here.
Oh, I hate that bird so much. But at least you don't lose a chip that was super important, and now you get the ground NSP. No, but it goes into nothing as the invisible intangible state that Salad had here hasn't dispersed yet. But Erase Man will come down here instead, locking down Salad for just a little bit. I don't think there's a real follow-up here, but yeah, at least the trap is dealt with. Oh, there is a follow-up. Nice, Dragon. Oh, narrowly dodging.
Oh, last man SP on grass. 500 damage coming out right there, just when Josue thought he was safe. But getting anchor status out of it. So we'll see whether or not Josue can get a good ×2 here. But this is a really rough situation.
Yeah, for sure. I actually like the idea of going for the Bubble Star with the uninstall on it, and maybe following up with the dragon afterwards. You could make a case of going into Tomahawk here and just losing the ×2 on that to get ×2 on Wood Dragon instead.
Yeah, I think Salad threw up an anti-damage at the very end of the turn there. So either way, Josue is actually going to have to deal with this anti-damage before anything can connect.
Yeah, for sure. I also do like that. It is very risky. Getting a charge shot off in this situation is going to be really hard, which is also why I really like the idea of not going into a crosshair and just keeping the rage. But we'll see how it plays out, at least. Salad's going to back up immediately, absolutely. Try to get as much recovery off of that panel as you possibly can.
Oh no, this totally ruins this turn for Josue here. This life aura coming in clutch. And now Josue is going to have to wait and go to Tengu. If Josue wants to get this uninstall off and get any value out of it. But at this point, the question Josue needs to ask themselves is actually, are they over-prioritizing those chips? Are they over-prioritizing getting this uninstall off? Because, you know, if you could get like a neo-variable connection, if you could get some damage off, you might not need that uninstall to connect. You might not need the value out of those chips if you can get some really sneaky damage in. And spending so many turns just trying to get this uninstall off might be a problem. Yeah, and I think Josue realizes this. It's just gonna toss the uninstall, toss that Bubble Star, and play for this aggressive play.
This is a super sticky situation to be in. Back to a wall against one of the scariest crosses in this position, Tengu Cross, but there is a near available in hand. Will you have the time to go for the combination before you get Windwrack to sleep? There isn't. Okay, I kind of see what's going to happen here because you do have the area grab, but it's not guaranteed for you to get back this area. Yeah, it's really scary right now. I don't even know if I think you have to Windwrack first here.
So yeah, it has to be a Windwrack to take care of this life aura. And then I'm not sure who's host and who's client here.
That's the big thing. Yeah, you don't have much of a choice. Oh, I don't like that change. Oh, that's really scary. Okay, you know what? That worked out because Salad just left that cross. Interesting.
Ooh, getting that extra value, knocking off the anti-damage with that with that area grab there, but Josue never ended up popping rush.
Okay, nice. Wow,
Okay.
this order actually really worked out for Josue here because now he's able to deal the end damage and still get this done.
Oh, 3, 4, 5, 6 hits.
6 hits.
Ooh, 6 hits in a 5-panel configuration. That's a very good block there for Salad.
Oh, I would love to see a Tengu cross here from Josue to go for a suction into that perfect positioning for a Meteor Knuckle. That's what I really want to see. You also have the Judgment there too. You could probably just throw it out there, get the suck in, and just Meteor Knuckle to sleep.
Ooh, this is kind of tricky though because using this Judgment for the paralysis.
Oh no, wait, you're right.
It'll restore one of the panels, so you can't get a 4-panel configuration at that point. You can only get 6 panels.
Right.
And so,
right.
well, you're not going to get as many Meteor Knuckle hits.
You are correct here.
And it looks like Josue is just going to go for it.
Which way did she step?
Oh no.
Which way did you step, Salad?
Oh no, Salad step down.
Oh,
And
okay.
4 panels. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 hits.
Chip charge, you fool! Oh no! Yikes! Wow. Nice, he can still get some damage here. Oh, the boomer! That was so scary.
Oh, that high boomer coming in at the very end. That actually gives grass panels to Josue though, so there's a little bit of regeneration going on from Tomahawk. Yeah, unfortunately there wasn't enough time to actually get the damage of that. Oh, it looks like Josue is going to switch it up to Tengu Cross anyways, so not going to enjoy the benefits of those grass panels actually.
I kind of disagree with the change here into this cross on Tengu instead of Tomahawk. But at the same time, I could see an advocation for a change to Aqua Cross instead, just so you could get some of that chip heal going.
Ooh. Now Ground Beast is in play for Salad here. Anti-recovery comes up, but... Oh, so both traps, I think? Yeah, both traps coming up.
Oh, nice! Oh, that was amazing! Wow! Saved by the flashing! Woo! Wow! That was so close! So close!
Yeah, that was a crazy end to that match. Literally 1 HP, so just down to the wire for both players there.
Looks like in the very end there, the change to Aqua would have made that difference because you definitely would have at least seen the chip recovery there, as I had said earlier. He would have survived the machine gun rampage. But hindsight 2020, am I right?
Yeah, I'm not actually sure how the numbers work out, but definitely, I think either staying in Tomahawk or going for Spout to just to get that bit of recovery
Recover.
might have made a difference. Yeah.
Early near valuable here. Really got away.
Wait! Look at this gun. That hand. Those chips, they were spelling out gun for us. I wonder if they're referencing
Gun.
yeah, hearing some spaghetti western sounds in the background gun. But yeah, Josue gonna kind of just play patiently here. Area grab into, was that a life aura or a barrier 200?
I think that was the life aura here.
Ooh, yeah, that can be a little bit risky, but there's only 2 fire chips, not counting Element Man. So actually, I guess there's 3 fire chips here that could break through this life aura grass.
Oh, this life aura. Oh
no!
Oh,
And
excellent
that was-
positioning by Josue. That was scary.
That was such a rough position because of that, those rocks being sucked up by Salad actually. That meant that Josue didn't want to just throw the life aura out immediately because it could very easily be destroyed by one of those rocks. That would be terrible value for the life aura. So that actually opened Josue up to that machine gun 3 actually connecting and getting rid of the Dust Cross. Now Josue thinking about going into Spout Cross to get some ×2 bubbles off and get some chip recovery here. But Josue is going to have to deal with this anti-damage first.
In fact, gonna deal with that life aura immediately here. Got some chip healing coming into play here too. Oh, just
no.
barely.
Yeah, just on that one panel where there's no grass, the Blastman SP connects, only doing 250.
He had not enough time to be able to mash out of the stun and chip charge here.
Ooh.
Do you take the same hand? Yeah, I agree. I don't think that was a terrible decision because you didn't really lose too much value and you still have a whole hand in your hand.
Yep, you got you got a whole hand in your hand. Take your hand in your hand.
It's true, it's true, it's true.
You gotta play the hand that you're dealt
It's true, with your hand.
with your hands. And so Josue does have to watch out though. B-Code can be very fast paced, so
Oh, but he gets to
Ooh.
confirm for it! Nice! And he gets the
Ooh.
TFC here, not gonna lose this cross, gonna be able to keep these really nice charge shots in play for a little bit longer here, and not moving off just to get the ground man.
Oh, no.
That was amazing! Actually amazing! Really well played by Josue here.
yeah, what a turn for Josue. Managing to get the upper hand in all of those exchanges by keeping that hand.
It's almost as if he held his hand with his hand.
Yeah, held that hand in his hand, kept that hand to get the upper hand here. And now you see a bunch of hands in the form of this Meteor Knuckle. Not going to take it into this next turn though. It looks like, ooh, or is he?
Solid in Twitch chat. Hands on casting. This is getting out of hand.
This is getting out of hand. Oh, and it looks like, yeah, Josue will not be taking the Meteor Knuckle this turn, so no extra hands here.
Extra hands, unfortunate. I'm interested that this win came in right when it needed to. Oh, but Salad dropping here. Oh, that wasn't a drop at all. It was just added value. I want that. Oh my goodness!
Oh,
What drop?
whoa!
What drop?
Oh, and the wind can't even get rid of the life aura.
A bird! I hate that bird so much.
The anger judgment gets taken away.
Oh my gosh! She really.
But that wood dragon into the heat dragon though, it just barely clipped and got rid of the life aura there. So Salad not just getting a lot of value out of the life aura, but finally getting it taken down.
I really want to shout out the use of Meteor Knuckle in that instance, not as just a damaging chip, but as a method of trapping and making sure your opponent had the mentality of not just moving randomly, trying to preserve their area. Goes for the Judgment, and the rest is history. That was such a good play.
Josue going to Beast here.
Oh no! The clap twice! Oh no! No!
Yeah, Josue not managing to mash out their chips in time there. But wow, what a match. Wow.
Wow, that was intense. Excellent plays by both players. You see, Salad saw the pop off with the groundman SP, and she was like, "Oh, hold on, no." Yo, hold on. Run that back. we can't have you pop it off like that.
Yeah,
That was
very
really
well played.
nice.
Very, very well played to both Josue and Salad there. That was a crazy
Absolutely.
performance from both players. And it's really interesting seeing Josue play because obviously they're new to the community, so they're a new player. But the way they're playing is actually very, very interesting in terms of like
Yes.
the level of patience they have and the way they're approaching their hands and how they're choosing to play out the game. It's actually really interesting to see, and it's definitely I appreciate it, and I think it for a new player, Josue is very, very
Exceptional. Yes.
a really
Very
good
nice.
showing, really good showing. So once again, well played to both Josue and Sal.
That being said, up next, we're going to have Neryth versus HonorNite. So Neryth, talk to us since you're here. What you doing with this folder? What's happening?
Well, this is just Infinite Beast was a thing for a while.
Sure.
And I was just
yes.
like, the way I approached Infinite Beast format was just I just want to play Tengu. I just want to play Tengu Beast, and I just want to Beast Charge. I just want to use the Wind Breath. And so I kind of carried that over into this format, and it's just like, I just want a Tengu. And so I took 3 anti-swords in here, just because I realized anti-sword is pretty effective at preventing people from getting your Tengu.
Yeah, I would agree with you, honestly. It's a really nice tech. It does 300 damage if you position it right, and your opponent has no defense to really counteract that. It's you get to keep a cross. It's the only cross, I think, that has a trap that specifically protects it. Like, it's just so good.
Yeah, definitely. And I mean, anti-damage doesn't actually give you, I think, as many frames of protection, because anti-sword will give you the green invulnerability, and then it will trigger the 3 sword beam hits. So, and that has some extra utility to it as well, because if you think about it, if you manage to trigger it like that, an anti-damage can maybe block 1 BDT, and then that would probably be it, because it takes you off the field. That's how it protects you, right?
For sure.
Technically, if you manage to trigger an anti-sword and you time it, you could block multiple BDTs. So it just has like different defensive applications as well, even though it has a more specific trigger. Go ahead.
The thing that people are really going to have to keep an eye out for is, obviously you have the 5 area grabs, but the 2 Geddon and the 4 panel grabs really give you a much grander control of the field in terms of when you want to position, how you attack, how your opponent is going to be able to move to avoid or try to interact with how you're attacking. I really think it was very well thought out. Even the one Buster Up, even though it's not regged, I feel like it's really nice because now you get a stronger stat in your beast charges here as well. It's really interesting how you built this folder. I think the only thing I might have possibly changed if it was me is I would probably play Judgeman SP over Element Man, only because I played the 2 Recover 300s. But Element Man is so good, it's such a utility chip that it's not wrong to play here. It's just that good.
It's actually kind of interesting because I feel like I got a little bit less value out of doubling up and having Element Man SP and Element Man, because one of the surprising things was a lot of players opted to skip out and not take Sanctuary into their folders this cycle. So one of the great things about Element Man is actually that it can cleanly just remove all of the Sanctuary panels when you do Element Grass. But with so many people opting to skip out on it, I feel like it did get a little bit less value out of having double Element Man.
So are you saying in the future you probably make that kind of change for the Judgeman? Because you don't really need Judgeman either, because of all the area control that you already have. So I don't really think that really is a big deal for you. It does make panel grab slightly stronger in a way, but I don't know. Would you swap it out? What would you do?
I'm not sure exactly what I would swap out, but it's true that I could actually, because I'm already running Sanctuary, And so obviously that's Z code. I could also actually take a grab revenge in there. So that is one possibility, but I'm not sure that I need that level of area control.
True.
But yeah, that's basically how I want to approach it. The one other thing would be that I do have an anti-recovery in there, and what I want to mention is that the panel grabs, they're actually really useful for manipulating the area so that you can get a max number meteor knuckle connect.
Yes.
So you can just force it, and then you're in Tengu, so you can actually suck them into that area, and then use panel grabs to force it into a 2-panel configuration, so you get maximum hits. Because I'm no player zero, so I can't naturally get maximum hits. I'd have to do it by forcing the area to be a certain way. But yeah, on HonorNite's side, I don't think we've said anything about HonorNite yet. HonorNite has this very interesting Gregor setup with air shoes. And it's kind of... Oh yeah, alright. So there's this Bug Rise sword setup, and I've talked a lot of smack about Bug Rise sword.
Mm-hmm.
And we'll see how it plays out. But in all seriousness, this should be pretty interesting because HonorNite has air shoes, and I've got a double get-in investment there, but also no uninstall, so I can't actually get rid of these air shoes from HonorNite. So if it's perma-hole fields, I could potentially not actually have access to a Tengu lock, which would be unfortunate for me. But yeah, Bug Rise sword is a very interesting Giga.
Speaking of which, I actually want to take a quick shout out to HonorNite's build here. His Navicuss is very similar to one I've built before in the past. It's a strange configuration because usually it's supposed to be charge +2 with 2 charge +1s in there, but he opted to get 100 more HP over the second charge. I think it was a good decision here because Bug Rise Sword has its own charge time, and it would theoretically change as you use Bug Rise Sword, but it is one of the few ways to get custom 2 and air shoes into a Gregor Cuss without sacrificing too many other stats. The only other thing is you lose Rush. Instead of having Rush, you can opt to play something in your folder like Erase Man and Judge Man SP, and which is actually what's happening here. Double Erase Man, double Judge Man here, so to cover that Rush being gone or absent from the Cuss, which is really smart, really nice way to play it around. Really nice build in general. I think the only downside to HonorNite's build here is that he's going to be basically playing Gregor most of the game, and Bug Rise Sword is really unpredictable about when it wants to show up.
Yeah, definitely Bug Rise Sword has a nasty tendency to show up only at the very end, which I'm not sure if that's like an absolutely horrible thing, because Gregor's crosses are actually naturally so strong.
Really strong.
Those charge shots are really nasty. So, but then it becomes kind of question like, was it worth it to run? But when you finally get to it at the end of your folder, it's like, well, was it worth it to run Bug Rise Sword?
Right.
It's basically your finisher, except it can take a long time for it to finish your opponent because you got this +1 area. So you see this heavy area investment from HonorNite as well. 2 panel grabs, 5 area grabs. So pretty similar here, except HonorNite's got that grab revenge as well.
Right.
And then double Judge Man SP. So you got all this investment as well for the Bug Rise Sword.
It's almost as if Colonel Force in the slot would have just been better because it's immediate burst damage that you can just put onto the table really quickly, you know?
Yeah, but that's not fun.
Yeah, it's not.
That is not fun. Come on.
Gotta do the Bug Rise Sword. Gotta play base.
One last thing I want to say before we jump into the set is that I think in round robins, I think I took HonorNite down 2-0, so this will be his revenge match right off the bat here in winners top cut, and so we'll see how this one plays out.
I really love that you wreck Spoutman and Star here. It's such a good ship. Very slept on. Only does 30 less damage than Groundman Star. Really solid.
Yeah, and it's got that added advantage of not needing to not connect with your opponent. You know, Groundman, you've got to get to a different row and then use it.
Mm-hmm.
Spoutman, you can just use it right off the bat if lined up with your opponent and get that 150 damage. And on ice fields, ice starting fields, you also get that freeze.
Nice. Oh, excellent decision here, going for Tomahawk, making a read on Elec, which would be one of the main ways damage would be dealt here by HonorNite. So, wow, excellent read. Gonna do a nice quick 150 here. Panel grab does come out. Okay. Oh, you have FP in your hand. Nice. Oh, and you light it up. Oh, but he has the TFC. Oh no, it was the worst. No.
Oh, okay. At least I didn't actually take that
Yes.
D-Cross and 480 damage.
Oh my goodness.
I was still blinking from that Elec cross charge shot, but well, all right. Well, I didn't get the D-Cross that I wanted.
No decrosses happened, but I really still feel like HonorNite is exerting the most amount of pressure in this situation.
And this is kind of a really rough situation for me here because I want to get this Tengu lock off. HonorNite has already used the Grab Revenge, but still has Judgeman and Judgeman SP in their folder. So not really sure whether or not I could pull off a Tengu lock here.
I mean, but you have Tomahawk, right? There's nothing really in the folder that you're still scared of. I think you just kind of just stick to having Tomahawk, maybe get that area going for yourself.
Yeah, the
And just
one risk
charge
here,
up.
the one risk here would actually be HonorNite has seen that I used Spoutman and Elementman SP. So if HonorNite actually went into Charge Cross here,
That's true.
I would basically have to waste the turn because I don't have offensive chips. My damage is going to have to come from charge shots here.
Let's see if he makes the decision. Oh, he goes for Heat Cross instead. So what you really want to do is bait your opponent to come forward. Oh, he gets Heat Cross anyway. And a Judgment SP follow-up. Oh, this is looking really tough for you right now. What in the air? Wow, what plays are coming out right now? The Sanctuary is basically useless at this point because you've already lost so much HP. Okay, what you really need to find here is the Recover 300s. No. Okay, there's the Recover 300 on HonorNite's side. Maybe going into Dust here might not be the worst idea.
The major issue is just that those air shoes on HonorNite mean that he's not going to feel any of the panel breaking.
Yeah, that is very true. Going for a Beast Out isn't terrible here either. Camping on these anti-swords is not bad either. It's a really tough situation. You definitely want to keep a couple of area grabs in your hand just so you can't pressure with those charge shots anymore. But I almost feel like Erase is going to be coming out here just as, yep, there it goes. Beat, probably taking a decoy chip. What's the follow-up to this? Okay, Invisible is in play. Anti-Sword is now up. Nice. Oh, okay, well, this is actually not bad for you. Oh, wait, it is that sword! No! Oh my gosh. Oh, excellent moving. Oh, no, you got clipped! Dang. Oh, now you see you recover 300s. How convenient.
Yeah, they were waiting for me. They were right there. They were waiting for me all along.
Yeah. I mean, you drew them, right? So it's like, now you can use them to recover your high HP. That's what it is.
Yeah, right on time. Right on time.
Never games. How on? Oh my gosh. Wait, in Twitch chat, did... Whoa. HonorNite just said this was Bug Rice Sword intentionally tossed. He tossed Bug Rice Sword to beat, just so he can get value out of the other chips and deny you having the anti. That's so wild. Ooh, I like this. Gonna go for a freeze here. Gets the freeze. Spoutman in hand. Gonna get a charge shot too. Nice. You definitely wanted him to step up there, but unfortunately not going to be able to get it. Interesting configuration here. Switching to Dust is actually quite the smart move here. Going to be able to threaten SoulXCross with that charge shot. Oh, okay. Deciding for ground instead here.
The one problem here with going into Dust is that HonorNite has Erase Man SP, so
Yes.
I could potentially take 420 damage.
Erase Man Star and SP, but the SP doing 420? Oh, that one's really tough. And you lose the utility that you want to buy for the next turn as well. So it is a very tough decision, especially with this configuration that you have. But this anti-navi will deny a chain if you use it right after his Erase Man, so I definitely think that is the best chip to lead right now in this situation. Alright, going for charge shots now. Oh, wind drag happens. Oh, nice, and the wind drag gonna go ahead and deal with that immediately. Not enough time to get into the position. Gonna get down these. Oh, very nice turn for you. Charlie just not doing enough here thanks to those pesky float shoes that HonorNite has. Poor Charlie.
Yeah, HonorNite opting to take these air shoes has really been very effective in this matchup. Also making sure that these Geddons are basically not really worth anything, gonna just have to eventually be used for Beast Charge.
Definitely those recovered 300s to the bottom. Interesting choice here. What was the thought behind that one?
I didn't think I needed them. You know, who needs recovered 300s? They came in late. You know, they came in late to the party. Who do they think they are?
How dare they?
How dare they?
I think this is actually kind of better for you in a way. I do feel like SoulXCross will go away into this next turn. If it doesn't, that means he has a lot of area backed up behind it. But I do see it going into a beam like Erase Cross or a Elect Cross, for instance. So pressuring with all this area and going for a roll lock with Tengu isn't that bad. I mean, of course, if he keeps SoulXCross, then yikes. Interesting. Going for the Erase Man at the end there. Oh, there it is. Changing right into Erase as I predicted. Oh, perfect positioning there from HonorNite. That was a nice hit. When HonorNite, you would have been in so much trouble. Oh, and you had Erase? Oh, yikes, dude. Oh, but the grab revenge. Okay, so he had something to deal with the Tengu. Not going into Tengu here was actually probably a really smart choice. In Twitch chat, Salad, with the, you could say HonorNite was playing right into SoulXCross's hands. Yeah, PC, you're also correct. In Twitch chat, PC says Tengu could have camped forward and denied the revenge with Aura, which is definitely something that could have been done there. I definitely like the idea of going to Tengu that last turn because you would have been in a really good position. But that's hindsight, you know. You don't know until it happens. And now that you see there is no more SoulXCross in play, you can go into Tengu much more safely now, and go ahead and build an offense for yourself and to defend yourself with that lovely anti-sword in the background.
The main issue for me for that turn was that I didn't want to use a triple area grab there, because of the potential of revenge, the potential of Judgment. Of course, I can camp forward with the Life Aura, but I felt like I didn't want to. Like, if HonorNite was packing one area grab that turn, it wouldn't have worked, basically.
Right.
I needed the full 3 area grabs in order to actually get the Tengu on.
Oh, nice. Oh, good footsies, good footsies. Oh, but you were able to retreat back in time to the Sanctuary to take half damage. Oh, no, it beat. Gonna go ahead and take a chip. I wonder what that was. Oh, nice, the area grab. Very fortunate for HonorNite in this situation. Oh no. Is that Meteor Knuck? Oh no. Oh no. HonorNite. HonorNite, he has anti-recovery in his hand. HonorNite, please. Please don't be the one. Don't do it to yourself. Oh, if you get... HonorNite, I won't let you live it down, bro. If you get area grab into Meteor Knuckle, into anti-recovery kill, I'm gonna remind you that it happened over and over again. I just want you to know that. Okay. Area grab comes down. All right, cool. Okay, don't step forward. Right, smart. Oh, ooh. Okay. You got it. Oh!
I only actually got 1 hit there from the Tengu Breath, so
Unfortunate.
it was the decross, but I also had to charge that anti-recovery to actually get the Tengu Breath there. And so I didn't actually block the recovery 300 there.
Yeah, low key, you got 8 hits with that Knuckles, so he definitely would have died there. That
was a maximum knuckle hit position, yeah.
Yeah, that's scary. Imagine not having defense for that. You know, in this situation, it's kind of hard to really know what to go for, especially since HonorNite's whole build is based on that Bug Riser sword. You just hid in his face. Did you forget that? Oh no! Oh no! What happened? HonorNite just shrugging and going, "I'll take it, I guess."
Look, I think it's only honorable that I stare him in the face as he uses
He kills me.
Yeah, as the Elect Breath comes out, you know, that's you've got to look your opponent right in the eyes.
In the eyes. Oh my gosh. Oh man, that was a tough fight. That was really tough.
Just look him right in the eyes.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I mean, well played to HonorNite. So HonorNite did get that revenge match, the 2-0 in the first round of winners here, and sent me straight into the win harder bracket. So I would have to play through a lot of matches to make my way back up potentially.
Oh,
so this
yeah.
is now the pits. I'm really into pits now. So well played, HonorNite.
Really tough bracket climb too. Like, it's gonna be really crazy.
Yeah, definitely.
All right. With that being said, up next, who do we have? Looks like playerzero versus ShironaNep. So this build Playezy's been playing this week is really interesting. I like that he's playing the uninstall out of code here with R. But the A code in general has been really strong and has been seeing a lot more popularity as days have been going on. Spellman SP does so much damage on Fire Body, and we all know how often regular players want to... Oh wait, hold on. playerzero in Twitch chat says, you might be wondering why he's using uninstall R. Now that you've asked the question, his answer is... It's a good question. I hate it here. I actually just wasted time on that. Oh my gosh.
Amazing. Thank you, playerzero.
All right, thank you. I really appreciate the insight that you've given us here.
Thank you for that, I guess.
I appreciate it. Oh my gosh. Yes.
Well, all right, yeah. So playerzero here with the Gambling Buster, attack max, speed max, charge max for the full Buster Jam proc. Bugged Navicust, with a cust bug actually as well, with that cust 2 off of the Navicust. But we all know with playerzero loading up their folder like this, that bug fix, turn 1, very common. Uninstall with machine gun 1, turn 1, very common with playerzero's luck. So, yeah, I mean, it is what it is. That's playerzero's folder. We got the Beast Rush with Elec Pulse 2s and Windrax 1-1 there. So for each Pulse 2, there is a Windrack. Aqua Sword also in there for some additional threat. And then the Meteor Knuckle Neo Variable combo as usual. Yeah, I think that's basically it from playerzero's side. On Shirona's side, we have this very interesting build here. It's a Hut BDT setup with Tango. So in L code, of course, you've got the uninstall as well. So both players packing uninstall here. Both players going to be able to strip the other player of that super armor, which could be pretty impactful given that Shirona is wanting to do this BDT, Hut BDT. You don't want your charge shots getting interrupted when you're charging your Dark Thunders. It takes forever to charge them. So if your opponent can land a charge shot or land a ship and just interrupt it, that is really going to be a pain. And playerzero does have the tools to do that with the Beast Rush combo, with the Windrax and the Elec Pulse 2s. You know, if you stagger them, they both interrupt charging, so Shirona is going to have their work cut out for them in terms of getting through those Beast Rush turns, getting those Dark Thunders out.
It is going to be interesting here, though, with the uninstall. I mean, uninstall's not that big in this matchup because playerzero doesn't have shoes anyway. But the fact that Elect Dragons can just disrupt the area, it's almost like a pseudo one-sided get-in alongside a Magnum. It's going to be really nice to disrupt the area that your opponent has to move around with, especially when Bug Death Thunder is in play. It's going to get really hairy really fast.
Yeah, and you know, that Magnum is very nice. Especially if your opponent goes into Dust turn 1. But I think playerzero's luck is such that he doesn't need Dust Cross to go through his folder. If he just takes his folder as is, as it comes to him, it will actually be usually pretty close to ideal. So that Magnum might not have much value in terms of getting rid of an early Dust Cross.
I mean, think about it. Player Zero doesn't even have a reg. Who needs a reg when you're Player Zero? You just get what you want regardless.
Well, for in Player Zero's case, he doesn't want a reg because regs interfere with the natural flow and the output of his folder. He wants everything to come to him. He's sitting motionless in the middle of a raging river, and it all just comes to him. Everything is moving towards him, and he doesn't need to move towards anything. That is Player Zero's mindset. That is Player Zero's state of mind and state of being. So, yeah. But yeah, Hub BDT setup from Shirona with a B code SP navies and then some L code for the uninstall and the elemental flex there. So, yeah, this will probably be played out in slow gauge because Shirona is packing 2 of them, not regged, but once the BDT drops, it is going to probably be a slow gauge to follow it up. But with that, I think that's everything I have to say about the setups.
Yeah, same. Let's hop right into it and see what happens.
Ooh, wow. 1 bug fix, so it must be a turn 2 bug fix. Alright, so here is uninstall, but surprisingly, no machine gun either. Player Zero not having the ideal draws.
Interesting. Shuffling back the entire combo. Okay, you know what? That makes sense. You don't really want to go for these Rush combos right now, but look what just appeared in his hand. Is that an uninstall?
That's
Turn
uninstall machine gun. Player Zero already had the uninstall turn 1, but didn't have the machine gun to pair with it. Now the machine gun has come up. Oh wow, an early slow gauge drop. Probably just to get more value out of this life aura. Try to force these trades, but actually the poison panels are putting in some work here.
Immediately going into a Tengu here. I'm not sure if that's necessary. Maybe to deny a possible barrier going up as well. There's no barrier 200 in the folder though. You could just use the wind rack, no? Oh, he's shooting it all! Was that on purpose? Did he know he was going to draw meter knuckle near variable right now? He knew he was going to draw it. Of course he did. What just happened? What the hell just happened?
Alright, so here we go. Back B. Oh,
Back B.
So area grab first. Ooh, the Invis comes out, but it is a slow gauge turn, so this will actually not buy very much time at all. Ooh, Shirona gets the combo, Bubble Star into the Elect Dragon. Was that the uninstall on the Elect Dragon?
Okay.
Ooh.
We got defense. Area grab, okay.
Oh, no.
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. No fear. He said, I will gladly take Charlie's fist to my face if that means I am intangible at the beginning of this next round.
Ooh, so actually, Player Zero has not pulled bug fix yet. It must be coming up this next turn. But you see the cusp bug actually having an effect. Very, very rare here that this actually impacts Player Zero. So.
Oh, and another excellent read into the Tengu here. Oh boy. And a D-Cross. A Tango gonna come out here and give some nice bit of recovery here. Wow, this is a grudge match if I've ever seen one. Oh, these chops hurt so much in slow gauge. Oh, but the Proto Man gonna go right into an anti-damage here, not gonna do anything in terms of damage, but is Black Man behind it? If you gotta do it now, there's no point in waiting.
Player Zero, super patient, super duper patient there, not feeling like they need to rush their hand or anything. And you know, they've got some more turns before they actually really need to use that bug fix. So they can go into this next turn, let that chop come down. Let the axe fall on ShironaNep's neck here, and just Shirona is gonna have to do something. So a time freeze counter might end up happening. Player Zero wants to get that value out of this anti-damage. Ooh, Invis coming down. Hot batch, and that means this is not gonna be Blastman SP.
This is so tough. Player Zero just not caring in the slightest. Dang. This is it. Oh, the Buster Box! Ah, not quite yet.
ShironaNep squeezes into the next round here, but at 1 HP.
I definitely foresee a Recover 300 coming in, but will a Feather be fast enough to clip this last point of damage? There is a 3-frame window that the chip takes to actually be used. Element Man comes into play here.
Oh no! Spoutman SP with the little drippity drop closes it out.
My man got hit with the teardrop. I'm so sorry, Sharona. It's not your fault. It's not your fault, Sharona. My man got hit with the teardrop, man. That is the blippity boppity, bro. Like,
Drippity, droppity, dippity boppity, little teardrop coming out, close that one out. Both players turn 1 life aura. Yeah, nothing to follow up here to get that erase band value. We'll see if player Zero goes straight for a Tenku cross this turn to remove the life aura, and then maybe knock that dust cross right out of the park. It is going to be probably the full cust coming in right now, right at the start of this turn. So we'll see whether or not player Zero can execute this in time. Both players going into Tengu to get rid of the life aura.
oh, the Invisible's not going to do anything for you here, but it's going to get rid of the trap and the Invisible.
Ooh,
it's impossible to dodge that cust though without warp step, so you're gonna lose the barrier here. Wow, no procs.
Yeah, PC not feeling the luck in this set right now. But we'll see if the draws are any better.
Wow!
Getting the edge there.
Wow!
Hey, you know that's what happens when you don't have charge max. You're slightly slower on that draw, and so Shirona's stepping up only to get smacked back by that full buster stats that player Zero's got.
Honestly, I could very realistically see the use of a beast out here in this turn, but doesn't go for it. Gonna go for the supersonic boom here with the nano variable. Oh, the counter hit!
Oh.
Oh, but the double wipe sword! He gets it! Oh, man! Man, jeez, a 1007 HP difference right now in terms of HP. There's a huge hill for Sharona to climb. Not undoable, but man, that's a lot of pressure to be dealing with in this situation, especially when you're gonna get eaten alive. Oh, gee, yeah, it's over.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Tango didn't even have a chance to come out there because of the way that combo works.
Mm-hmm.
Sharona still had Tango to lean on, and it should have popped out, but because of the Pulse combo right there, the Pulse Windrat combo, there wasn't even an opportunity.
Very
wow.
unfortunate. That was so tough. Wow, really tough match for Sharona there.
Yeah, that was quite a set. playerzero coming out on top here with a very strong showing. Even without the phenomenal luck that playerzero usually gets, just a really solid series of plays there. Very patient, very methodical there. But yeah, ShironaNep not actually managing to get to the BDT, not actually managing to get the ideal BDT setup there, so also not able to show the full strength of that build either. But still a good showing from both players regardless.
Yeah, that was really well fought. Very tough.
Yeah,
Yeah, well
GG's.
played.
Before we head into the setups for our next match for today, just going to give a quick update on how the bracket is looking so far. Okay, so as you can see on screen, this is the state of the bracket right now. I mean, that was the state of the bracket when we started, and all of these matches in round 1 were revenge matches. So 2 of the matches end up successfully getting the revenge. Unfortunately, the other 2 end up losing, but they aren't out of the tournament yet. So Thiago, Josue, Neryth, and ShironaNep are now going into the win harder bracket, so they can still aim for that revenge match, but that will be for next week's stream. So for today's stream, as you can see on the screen, we're heading into the next stage of the winners bracket. So our next match for today is going to be Salad vs Symes, and then followed by HonorNite vs playerzero. Yeah, with that, let's head into the setups for our next match for today with Salad vs Symes.
Looking at that graphic, I'm noticing this clear bias towards the left side. It seems like all of the players coming in from the left side, for some reason, won their way into the next round. I just don't understand how that works. Clearly, there's some sort of bias there.
I agree. Clearly, left side is better than right side.
Yeah, completely ignoring the fact that the people on the left side there were the higher seeds and were a little bit favored coming in from round robin in terms of their performance earlier in the tournament. No, they're completely ignoring that. Clearly, there's just some sort of bias there.
Right.
But yeah, with our next Saturday, we have Salad versus Symes. We've seen everyone already at this point, but what's interesting here is that this is a B code mirror matchup with, except it's Balzar versus Gregor. We've talked about this before. Yeah, we have talked about this matchup, even the specific matchup before. It is, even though they're both B codes, they're quite different because Symes opted not to take a lot of the other chips, leaning mostly into the B code SP navies and then machine guns. While Salad has more of a reliance on a wider array of the B code chips because of that Balzar synergy for the risky honey, the B banish combo. And Salad tends to not actually want to charge high boomers. So that is one tendency Salad has to try to get double hits with them by surprising your opponent with them, not wanting to telegraph to your opponent that, hey, this is going to be a high boomer turn because I went into Tomahawk Cross and I'm not charging my charge shot. It becomes really obvious, like, at that point that usually it's going to be, okay, step into the center, don't get hit by the high boomer. So Salad tends to play around getting that value with the grass panels into a Blastman SP, or getting that fire hit 3 right afterwards and comboing it like that, getting the extra damage that way instead of leaning into the Tomahawk charges. And I think with this matchup, one thing to keep in mind is that it's going to be a forced slow gauge here. Symes does have the regged slow gauge, so Salad is going to have to contend with the Gregor crosses. And I think this matchup is going to be pretty brutal for whoever gets their crosses knocked off early, or is one step behind in the cross mind game here.
Absolutely.
but it's going to be such a brutal matchup. B code, the damage in B code is really bursty. It really comes out in these huge chunks, and it really comes out in crazy amounts of damage. So with Symes playing Kernel Force and Gregor, there's even more burst there. And with Salad's Meteor Knuckle, there's the potential for a really hefty hit onto SoulXCross if Symes isn't careful. But just the damage I'm expecting, especially because they're both relatively low HP, 1400 HP versus 1500 HP, with recoveries on Symes' side, but who knows whether those recoveries will be in time, whether or not they'll really have that big of an impact. There's just so much damage that's going to be flying out between these two players.
The other thing is convenience and timing, right? The recovery 300s in the very start of the first turn is not the most ideal positioning. I mean, you're going to end up probably losing a lot of life in the first couple of turns regardless because of how explosive B code is as a strategy. So I definitely think you'll get use of them out of turn 2 and onward. But as a turn 1 thing, it really sucks to open up with them in the first turn. But Symes is an amazing player. He'll play around it, of course, if that does happen.
Yeah, definitely. I expect this to be a pretty good set. And do you have anything else to add to it?
Oh, actually, I think you encapsulated everything in a nice, sweet little package. Let's head on into the match, man, and see what goes down. You know, I really do like the AC/DC music.
Yeah, it's such a sweet little jingle.
You know, I mean,
nice little tune.
Nothing complex or overbearing. Doesn't overstay its welcome.
Yeah, it's really homey. It's really, really nice and nostalgic.
Yeah. It gives you a false sense of tranquility as you enter a PvP match with Salad, you know? Like, yeah, things are really,
yeah, I like that sheep being led to slaughter, yeah. Like a lemming walking right off a cliff, yeah. So relaxing, you know, nothing bad is gonna happen.
Oh, in Twitch chat, Salad says, but what does overstay its welcome, huh, Soul? Huh? I'm gonna actually say the crisis music in this game is unbearable. It's actually so toxic.
Beat coming down here, taking something away from Symes, turn 1. Ooh, just get in play, not gonna pay off for Symes, because of this beast, this very early beast from Salad. Ooh. High Boomer does not connect.
You know, that was a really good opening for Symes here, actually. Able to put on a lot of pressure, avoided a ton of damage. I think this is looking really good. Oh, that can change right now. Do you telegraph? Do you go into the Tomahawk and chip charge this year, right? No, you don't. I really respect that decision. I think that was the best thing you could have possibly done here. Try to bait him down into that roll. There it is. Nice confirmed. And dodges the Element Man for her, you know, extra. Oh, area grab. Okay. Okay, the one thing I do like about Double Point is it makes people think it could be base, but unfortunately there's no base, but she still gets the connection. Oh my gosh. That was massive amounts of damage just now.
Yeah, unfortunately it was only one set of Bs, but that I think was a full connect on that. So a ton of damage coming out, taking Symes down to 900 HP.
Yeah, that was really tough. Oh, machine gun with an attachment here. I love this. Charge Quest wants to step forward and use his charge shots to deal damage.
If this connects, Salad might be looking at, because this is going to Aqua Beast.
Yeah.
There's no Aqua chips.
This is actually much better for Salad. Nice, get the counter hit. Can we charge? Yes, we do. But he's able to walk out of it after the second hit.
Oh wait, can Salad pull it off again? Oh no!
Like no.
Damage.
Oh!
Oh wow!
What a punish! That was insane!
Ooh, so the question here is, has Salad sufficiently triggered the Aqua Spiral Death Flag? Symes is running so low on HP that Salad might actually get away with those Aqua Spirals. This is like some sort of heist.
I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm wondering how Symes wins this turn. That's all I'm thinking about right now is you did the thing, so now you lose. How did you lose? Are we actually gonna see the curse of Aqua Spiral lifted by the one who caused it in the first place? I want to see this.
Can it be done? Can the curse
Can it be done?
Two spirals connecting. That's
one.
Crazy.
Wild.
And usually what we see is one spiral being used and missing. So
horrible.
So maybe the key is you have to get the connects on the spirals. Maybe you have to use more than one spiral and they both have to connect. Who knows? Who knows the rules here? Oh, this won't connect Symes. Grab Vanish. Finishes it out. So Salad was actually on the verge of paying the price for that Aqua Spiral. For those two Aqua Spirals. It was almost there. It almost literally about to happen where that Kernel Force would come in.
That was a really tough decision for Symes there too, because he knew, and this is why he actually went with Kernel Force first anyway, and went with the follow-up of the Invisible. He knew that there was going to be a TFC into something like Meteor Knuckles or something of that sort. So bringing that there in that situation was so smart. It just didn't work out because it was the wrong TFC that Salad had access to, which was the Banish, and what sealed the game.
Yeah, and it's so interesting seeing that second Vanish come into play there, used as a finisher like that.
Mm-hmm. Nice. Excellent value out of the Geddon here. Gonna go ahead and slow gauge it up. Trying to beat that. Okay, Salad just getting punishes here.
Salad.
Why did we wait?
Salad wanting the grass panels, not wanting to use it just for the damage, actually prioritizing the grass panels there. And now there's this Blastman SP threat. But I think Salad is going to be forced to just use the Blastman SP here. Yeah.
That was so rude. That was so rude. You're going to get the charge shot in there right before you use the Blastman. Like,
yeah, every point of damage counts here.
True. I mean, it turned Blastman into a 300 damage chip instead of a 250. You're like, it was good. Like, we take those. This is the one awkward thing about having B banished as a combo. And it's that when you're plus on the area, it's not like you can't go for that, right? You have to save it at that point. Ooh, nice. Recover 300 comes into play, gets a charge tackle. Geddon coming down here, it will be wasted thanks to the shoes that Tangu provides here. Oh, but steps forward into it.
Ooh, gets that full area lock.
Nice one, Drac. Gonna get ahead and neutralize the rest of those machine gun hits.
Ooh, Salad
really
opting.
Yeah.
Salad opting to take the rush there instead of trading Invis there, because packing 2 Invis there with that plan all on, of wanting to get rid of rush there. So not wanting to waste that other Invis. But yeah, this is still a +2 area advantage for Salad. It's still an area lock. Symes does have Banish somewhere in there, so if Symes hold it this turn or has it ready, then Salad does have no way of protecting against it.
I do want to say that Symes is exhibiting some extreme talent right now to be inside this cornered state of area and still being able to maintain pressure of his own with damage and such. It's really a testament to how skilled both these players are. able to handle any kind of situation that they find themselves in.
Yeah, definitely. Two of the top players in the community here. Symes here on the back foot in the area, but with a slight advantage in HP. 840 to 535 here. But with B code being the way it is, either player could just spontaneously die this turn. Deletion is just one turn away. Ooh,
I like the idea of leading off with the Invis here. Nice. Gets in one shot. The footsies. Oh, I love it. Let it go. Beat it.
That has to be so frustrating. Getting punished like that.
Oh, at the very end though? Oh, there is damage. Walk into the beast. Oh, no, don't feed the beast. Oh, no, it doesn't get fed. Beast go off stage? Yeah, unpaid workers. Unpaid workers, for real. Salad, what are you doing? You have to pay the bees. You can't just use them.
Yeah, the anti-damage taking Symes off the field there, and the bees just going, well, there's nothing here. Well, let's just get out of here.
Let's go. Alright, I'm gonna head out. Oh man, bees on strike too. Shaking my head. Oh, and a complete reversal of area. Thankfully, there is an area grab in South's hand. But what are these knuckles gonna do? Four-panel configuration?
Ooh.
Oh, Life Force says no! This is why Neo Variable is so strong. Because you can potentially just get rid of the Life Force afterwards anyway. Sal has to be very careful here.
Wow, that movement is so tight. Sal just narrowly avoiding that charge tackle. Yeah, if it were me, I have to give props to Salad. If it were me, I would have just walked right into like 3 of those tackles in a row, and then I would be at 1 HP here. So
Totally same, absolutely. Yeah, if it was me, my footsies was not good enough. 100%, I got clipped every time. In fact, I walked into one on purpose for good measure.
yeah, the final one I just walk into because it's like, all right,
Got it. Interesting sequencing here. Oh, Slash comes out. Oh, one in the ice there, no? Ooh, gets a clip anyway. Anti-damage comes out from Sal's side. Erase Man will come down. This is going to be huge amounts of damage with this machine gun. Symes will guaranteed take 2 hits. If his mashing is really good, he'll be able to get out of there, though. Oh, he gets hit with all 4!
All 4 hits. Oh no.
Can we get Casey now? He hit X, bro! He hit X so fast, bro. He was like, I'm over it, bro. I'm over it.
Yeah, Symes is already out of there.
Yeah.
That was
Oh man,
I mean, that was a rough set. And,
that was really close.
Yeah, going out in the end to that 4 hits with the machine gun there. That sucks.
That's frustrating. That's really frustrating.
That is a rough way to go. Yeah, for sure. And that's also every time I feel like I mash out slow because I'm always worried I'm gonna walk into like 3 extra hits or something. I'm gonna find a way to go from 1,000 HP to dead just because I mashed out in step badly. So I always feel like I mashed out a little bit slow.
When I'm usually playing or mashing, I use my trigger buttons in the B button specifically. I do kind of go back or forward depending on what's happening in front of me, but I usually mash LRB from my buttons. I don't know if mashing L and R does work. I think I was told a long time ago that it does. So I've been
I
doing that
think
ever
it does.
since. Yeah.
I think it does. But yeah, again, well played to Salad and Symes there. Again, both of two of the top tier players, two of the top players in the community, going at it. And B code is so volatile that I don't want to say that this definitively proves one build or one player is better than another player here. It really could have gone either way with how lethal this matchup can be. But yeah, with that, I think we can head into the next setup of the next set of the day, which is HonorNite versus playerzero.
Now, this is going to be an interesting match. HonorNite is doing regular Gregor stuff, obviously, but not having Bug Rise Sword early on could make or break him, right? Because one of playeRzero's main strategies, or most seen strategy, is to go into Tengu and Rollock. A Bug Rise Sword would be another way to out that possibility, because I think Bug Rise Sword charges slightly faster than Tengu Charge Shot, if I remember correctly. So it could be very beneficial to get that early on here.
Yeah, I'm actually not personally sure how the charge times line up between Bug Rise Sword and Tengu, but this should be a very interesting matchup, I think. playerzero didn't have their endless vortex of luck, where they just sit in the middle of this whirlpool and all of the chips flow to them. They didn't have that in their last set against Sharona, but maybe they'll get it this time. So we'll just have to see.
Oh, I was completely wrong. It is 120 iframes for a charge shot from Bug Rise Sword, and I think it's 70 or 90 iframes for the Tengu Cross charge shot. So it's not exactly faster.
Yeah, Tengu Lock is so dangerous.
It's just so good. The fact that you can actually stop out a Giga Chips charge shot is kind of like, that's kind of wild. Wow. But yeah, without further ado, let's hop into the match since we've already seen these setups.
So we are seeing this from HonorNite's point of view. And this is going to be very interesting here. So this is potentially really dangerous, just because playerzero has Spoutman SP. Maybe HonorNite is realizing this. There are these anti-damages to make up for it, to try to cover against the Spoutman SP, but it's still going to be a little bit rough here. Ooh, and HonorNite may be going for an aggressive first turn with this panel grab to try to get that +1, partial +1, to let these slash cross charges connect.
I actually really like that too, because even if playerzero goes for a area grab on the very first turn, very first move, as long as HonorNite here is camping forward, he'll be able to eat that and still advance his area into his opponent's side of the field. Panel grab is a very, very slept on chip, very strong chip. You showed me that in our match.
Yeah, I personally love panel grab. I feel like I want to work it into more of my folders. But the one downside to that is actually that panel grab is better for Meteor Knuckle, and I actually like Base Anomaly more than Meteor Knuckle, so I feel like it's going to start skewing my folders a certain way.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm not sure at what point I'm just gonna snap all the way back to running double point and Base Anomaly and a bunch of other stuff again. playerzero really taking their time, thinking through this first turn.
Yeah, he wants to see how bad he wants to Meteor Knuckle this turn or Meteor Knuckle next turn, or or see how soon he wants to use his bug fix. You know.
Yeah, I mean, does playerzero really need to use bug fix turn 1? I mean, he drew it, but he could go for a completely different offensive turn, right? He could just go for something else. You know,
Yeah, he sure could.
An extra chip in there. Don't need to use that bug fix.
Oh, okay, so we see the spout start from this side here.
Ooh, yeah. So very interesting interaction in terms of their.
I love this. Oh my goodness. Okay, so if you're watching and you just think nothing happened that first turn, you are deadly wrong. That was 100% mind games. Yo, that was playerzero trying to see how his movement was and trying to get a feel as to how HonorNite's trying to dodge and what his decision making will be. And HonorNite just gave him nothing. He literally just gave him nothing to work with. Okay, Buster Guns are going in.
playerzer's Buster clearly not calibrated.
This is hilarious. These mind games are intense right now. Now, okay, so what's happening now is that since no one did anything for 2 turns, basically, HonorNite is probably reading that PZ has a really big chip in his hand that he wants to let go of. But because neither of them are doing anything, okay, this will actually pressure HonorNite into using anti-damage now. Oh, and there it is. The defrost happened. Very nice. Life forward goes up. Oh, they just both had. That's hilarious.
What?
That is so. Oh my goodness, he denies the panel grab. Oh my gosh, PZ, you're insane.
Not able to get the anti-damage either.
So they both were reading that the other has a really big mega in hand to go. That's hilarious. Yo, that's so funny. Oh. Okay, so yeah, please check to see if you threw away some chips, because that's actually really important. That you know what, you probably were so shook by those first 2 turns that you actually decided, I don't want these chips anymore. I'm taking life for a. That's hilarious. Meanwhile, HonorNite did nothing. That's so funny. Oh yeah, true. HonorNite, yes, do us the job, bro. Do us the job. Okay, area grab comes down. Windback will deal with that immediately. Judgment will also get this area back, plus the extra area grab in hand already. Really good turn for our dear friend Honor here. Anti-Navi in hand. Oh, gets a tar shot in there.
Ooh, end of turn anti-Navi here. Both players throwing up a trap. playerzero side, it could only be an anti-damage. But on HonorNite's side, playerzero actually can't be too sure, because it could be an anti-Navi, which it is here.
I love that we actually see Bugriser's sword relatively early here. That's really nice.
Yeah,
there's no one in play either.
There's actually one huge problem here, which is that this is actually a huge problem. HonorNite threw up anti-Navi. Anti-Navi can, unfortunately, eat one of your chips because it forces you to use your opponent's Navi chip. So, depending on how this turn plays out, HonorNite might actually have the Bugrise sword forcibly thrown away. So that possibility exists here.
Yo, Neryth, we got confirmation in Twitch chat thanks to HonorNite. We found out that playerzero tossed away Aquaman SP and area grab. HonorNite had the right read on the very first 2 tours. That was
wow. That's high-level gameplay. Very high-level gameplay. That's actually crazy.
Great. That was great.
Yeah, it looks like they're both just trolling, but no.
The mind games are real. That's so beautiful. Nice, nice.
Ooh.
And Bugrise sword
now-
goes up safely. Oh, it's over. Oh, very amazing defense. Oh my!
What?
You got
The
hit by
whip-
baby sword.
The
You got hit by baby
wow.
sword on the night. We can't be friends anymore. I'm sorry. You let baby sword hit you, bro. Like I don't know how to feel about this on the night. Like you had an amazing first 2 turns. You've been doing so well, and then you got hit by baby sword. Like what are we doing? What are we talking about now, bro? I don't understand.
Baby sword is actually the strongest sword.
It's true.
It's actually the strongest form that Neo Variable can take. It is yeah, it's because getting hit by it inflicts the most psychological damage. You're just like, what was that? What just hit me? What?
Even a cross slash. It was just baby.
Ooh, there.
Oh.
Oh,
Okay, no decross. He was flashing. Wow. Nice! Oh, excellent. 50-50 goes to HonorNite here. 400. A whiffed meteor knuckle. Oh,
Yeah,
whiffed erase, man.
Not able to get value out of AMD's chips because playerzero has already. Oh wow, the wind rack was
Very
at the
end.
end.
Yes.
No. I think
HonorNite.
PZ was already in Tengu Cross earlier.
Yeah, he was. Oh yeah, it's not 400. Wait a minute. Bugrise sword only does 200? Yeah, it does use that 1100. Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. You know what? I'm just gonna say, I think Bugrise sword sucks.
Oh wow.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
What? Wow. All right. Okay. So now we
Yeah.
know Soul's opinion.
It's just not a good chip, yo. Like, it's fun. It's really fun.
Oh wow. Very interesting here. This position is just brutal. playerzero still playing on the backfoot here, but at least no extra Bugrise swords connected yet.
Yeah, that's really fortunate for PZ. He's been playing really good defense too, using the wind rack from the Tengu Cross to push your opponent back, then go for Invis just to deny more time. Playing very well, even though you're limited on areas. Very important to being a top player, you know?
Nah, when someone gets +2 area on me, I just spontaneously, instantly die, you know?
Oh, trying to use the stuff it out, but the barrier just eats it all. Oh, but the aqua sword! Hey! Oh, but the erase man! Oh no!
Oh no!
Oh my goodness! What an interaction! Oh my goodness! And just like that, one charge dart, even it up. 2 charge darts, even it up. Crazy. In Twitch chat, Salad says, if Dark Riser's sword was 400, it would be an immediate staple. And I have to agree. I think 200 is more than fair, but I think it's too fair in comparison to what some other Gigas can do. I think that's my problem. But I will admit, in this situation, it's quite strong for HonorNite here. He's able to do a lot of damage with it.
Yeah,
Fast charge out too.
Once area comes back for playerzero, HonorNite still has that one more area grab. So if HonorNite plays this right, this Bugrise sword could make all the difference.
–
Oh, stepping into it.
Recover 300 into getting blacked. Oh, all the area gone now too.
Oh no, this is that. Okay, that's not good. That's not good. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no.
So it's actually really important that he maintains this charge here, because if he doesn't, player zero will feel much more confident with stepping forward and going for his own charge shots. But by doing this, he's forcing player zero to think of the negative trade from 200 into 120, or is it 110 for tomahawk charge shot? It's 120. So yeah, it's just not favorable at that point.
This could be huge. The grab revenge here with 6 panels, it will do 240. So player zero is gonna take the 240 right to the face, get knocked all the way back.
One drag flap incoming in 5, 4. I guess I was right. Oh my goodness.
I almost want to say HonorNite had an opportunity there. One opportunity. Maybe using that windbreak slightly earlier. Then might have given HonorNite that time to finish player zero off, but instead player zero gets that beast brush combo. HonorNite playing a little bit too patient, a little bit too safe with those final chips, so not able to close it out.
I do like this aggressiveness that HonorNite is exhibiting here, but please, understanding the situation, went for Dust turn 1, just to, not only for that utility, but knowing that the possibility of SoulXCross turn 1 is huge. Oh, wait, man! No! What happened? What happened to the TFC?
That is a rough situation right there.
Oh, no, he trapped himself! Okay.
Oh.
Yeah.
So PZ is gonna have to either take that area back or go beast this turn, I think.
I think beast is much more likely in this situation.
There's the beast. That was our beast coming out, but HonorNite does have Bug Rise Sword. A very early pop. And now the full +1 area coming in.
Oh, excellent, excellent. Going for the chip charge there.
Ooh! This could be huge for HonorNite here.
I don't think he can react to this. I think you just have to deal with it.
It's definitely a huge gamble if you were trying to punish player zero for this. At the same time, yeah, I think HonorNite maybe just takes the hit.
Oh no!
Oh no!
4 hits. But luckily, we do still have Bug Riser Sword, so we can still do charge shots here. Oh, excellent! Sequencing his chip charge to match up with it. Oh, Baby Sword again! Baby Sword! Oh, shield!
Yeah, Baby Sword right into another one of the Dust Beast charges. Dodging 2 Bug Rise Swords this turn.
Oh my gosh, I can't with this. Baby Sword truly flexing its powers in this matchup. Not so variable sword.
Very tiny sword.
Yeah. Oh, it's a knife. It's just a little knife. A butter knife at that. A little butter knife. Oh man, that's funny as heck. Ooh, okay. Going for the Element Man here. Oh, this is gonna be a big follow-up. Yeah. Not even gonna allow you the opportunity to recover. Do you have enough time to deal the last bit of damage? Yes, you do. Oh man.
That was downright brutal from playerzero. What a combo.
Yeah, that was unfortunate. In your hand, the recover that you needed just to get you through that next turn.
Yeah, well played to HonorNite and playerzero there. Oh, wow. All right. So, I mean, unfortunately, Bugred's sword has been knocked down into the win harder bracket, and PZ will advance further into the winners bracket. All right.
These two Titans have already played for us in these last few matches. It is now time to see who will take it into the winners finals.
Yeah, I mean, playerzero versus Salad. Again, this is going to be something to behold right here. PZ's A code and the Gambling Buster, the Mule Variable Meteor Knuckle, versus Salad's modified B code here. Wow. And yeah, this is our final set of the day, final match in the winners bracket. And after this, next week we will be showing the losers bracket. So the brutal slog through the win harder bracket. This will decide who gets to sit on the temporary throne, the makeshift throne in the winners bracket, and await the challenger crawling up from the losers bracket.
Yeah, you get to be the Gary Oak for the week, chilling on your throne until Red comes into the room and takes it away from you.
Yeah, champion for all of 12 minutes.
But who knows? Maybe that doesn't happen and Blue actually wins in this timeline. We'll see. But for now, we have to see how this match will turn out.
Yeah, so I think with this matchup, it's really hard to say how it will play out. I think both players have a really good shot at it. So it's just going to come down to execution. It's just going to come down to just who plays it out better.
Honestly, I do feel like both these folders have been really well crafted. I don't know on paper who has the better matchup here, because I feel like they each cover each other's bases very well. Those Elect Pulse combos with the Risky Honey and the Wind Rags, it's going to be really tough, especially with the Aqua Sword on tacked on at the end there. I don't know. This is going to be a scary one for sure.
Yeah, definitely. But I think with that, we can jump into the set.
Oh, and we got a double VOD for you guys today. Finally. Woo, I was missing. So, really quick PSA for you guys. If you have a hard time tracking what's happening on screen when the double VODs are in play, maybe try sticking to one side, maybe the right side for each round, or alternate between the two. But don't try to look at everything at once, or you'll miss it.
Both players starting off with machine gun. Ooh,
One head on
brutal.
the
Ooh, anti-damage comes down for playerzero. The High Boomer is coming, gonna take that right off.
Nice,
Ooh.
nice.
PZ not able to use that area grab. I'm not sure what else there was there at the end, but not able to squeeze all of those chips out.
I really like what Salad was going for there. She expected player zero to go around the bend to try and avoid the high boomer that was coming around, so she can confirm the judgment. If she was only able to step forward just one more frame, she would have been able to get that read a bit better, I guess? I don't know. But there was also an anti-damage up, so I don't think that would have confirmed either way.
Ooh, Life Aura comes down. Oh, unfortunately not able to complete that that trap right there for player zero. That would have been a really bad situation for PZ to be in.
He's gonna go ahead and gobble up that chip in hand. Oh, Rush coming into play now. Can you get a couple of buster shots in before the end of the round? Oh no, doesn't get the up input.
Yeah, not really enough time there at the end. But we'll see player zero opting to go Dust Cross maybe. Gonna have to do some sort of cross cancel to get out of this paralysis from Rush. So is it really gonna be Dust? Could it be something else here? You've got to suspect the Salad has more of these machine gun 3s waiting in the wings. But we do see on Salad's side there is actually no machine gun 3s in hand right now. PC maybe opting to go for ground cross here instead.
I'm not sure how I feel about the ground cross here. Well, the uninstall did come down, right?
Oh. Oh wow! Both players mash out this Erase Man right here. It's gonna connect and destroy both of their anti-damages. Gonna do a little bit more damage on Salad's side thanks to that ground cross taking double damage and then decross, but both players will end up paralyzed here. Oh wow! No! Both players doing the supersonic boom for Neo Variable. Player zero was one step, 1 second faster. Not even a second, a fraction of a second.
He's hitting the Salad with the, you might have adopted the darkness, but I was molded to by it.
The Neo Variable showdown right there. That was like
Samurai standoff. Quicker straw.
Exactly, yeah, that was the samurai, the classic, the anime trope, you know. Oh, wow. Oh, but that fire hit misses though.
Hold on, SP. Oh, and it will be denied by the oh my goodness. What is it, double point? Okay, you need to hit this. You need this. Excellent. Excellent movement by PC. Oh, he still got clipped. He still got clipped by that. Oh, that's insane.
That was such a good such good movement from PZ, but also that was such good timing from Salad there.
Yes,
and that connecting right there, I think just kept Salad in this game because that little bit of damage puts PZ down to the threshold where, you know, he still has to be very careful here. And PZ's custom bug is starting to eat away here, so gonna have to pop this bug fix.
All right, here we go into the next round. Buster Shot's gonna go ahead and put some pressure. Meteor Knuckle in hand, trying to force this anti-damage to come into play, but Salad. Oh, wow! PZ choked! Wow! How interesting. Area grab will come out and get 3 frames. Wow! How did you even survive? Salad is in a situation where she has to beast out here, but looking at Play Zero's hand, it's almost impossible for him to not get this confirmed locked down. Those 2 Elect Pulses into Aqua Sword would probably even be enough at this point.
Yeah, definitely. I don't see a path out for Salad here. These Pulse 2s are just gonna do the trick, I think.
Yeah, the problem here is the step configuration. You see, the way the Beast Out jump works is it wants to perfectly aim the chip, so it's gonna aim 2 spaces in front of PC as he jumps, which means there won't be enough room for Salad to possibly even walk forward and like try to deny it in that way. Yeah. That was really, really tough. As I said earlier, those Elect Pulses coming into play here is really tough.
Yeah, definitely. Those Elect Pulses are such a good way to finish it off.
Man, will it come down to another quick draw matchup? That was really interesting to watch. Not even gonna lie to you. Okay, this time Salad putting on pressure with the area grabber in the first round. Okay. Invincible goes up. Anti-damage won't save PC here. Oh! Protoman also gonna come in and do some significant damage. Nice, nice. Okay, but PC with beast in hand throws it out there. It's gonna whiff, unfortunately, and beat will come out, denying PC that last mega chip in hand as well. Oh, this is perfect. If Salad can deny that center panel, these boomers will be guaranteed to hit. Going into Tengu is the most likely option here for PZ, which is why I would understand digging for Neo Variable here by Salad. Yeah, I agree. Oh no, she's not digging. She's not digging for it. Interesting. Okay, she locks in. Okay. I can see why not.
Yeah, both players going into Tengu here. PZ gonna try and get this area back, but this Erase Man connects. Oh no! What?
It's just like what happened with HonorNite. Maybe some lag just caused that to whiff.
No,
I don't know.
Salad. I think Salad could have just let that time out.
Yeah. This is why letting Erase Man is so important to let time out. Especially when you already have a position where it's locked down. It's not disrespectful in the slightest, it's just guaranteeing that you get your follow-up in your setup. Letting it time out is sometimes really important for confirming. That was a lot of hits on that Meteor Knuckle. That was preposterous. Was that 7 hits on 6-panel configuration? Wow. Wow, feels very PZ.
That was the universe turning against PZ. You know, trying to equalize things a little bit. No more, no more 16-hit Meteor Knuckles on the 9-panel configuration for PC.
16? You mean 32? Something, trigram?
100 Meteor Knuckles coming down.
Oh, the Elect Bolts, you can't dodge that. Yep. Yeah, you just take that. Ooh, nice revenge on that. Ooh, and you get decked in the mouth for your troubles. Both players ending on some defense here. But Salad is gonna open this machine gun. Oh, but there's an unstolen machine gun in the other hand as well. I think this is slightly better for Salad though, as she can go for this machine gun first and just follow up with whatever she wants. Oh, that's so crazy. Double point Bs while your opponent is... Okay, no, she opted not to take the white capsule here, which I can respect.
Yeah, and I mean, with playerzero looking at going into Tomahawk Beast here, the white capsule wouldn't have actually done anything, it looks like.
Really smart decisions from both players. They're both in now. Tomahawk cross. Air grab, probably not going to do a whole lot. Oh, gets clipped, loses the trap as well. Double point is here. Invisible. Okay, this is it. Oh, on the stall. Is there enough time? Is there enough time to throw it out? She didn't have time to chip charge it, but this is actually the perfect scenario. She could potentially keep, although there's banish in hand right there. You could take the banish and basically confirm, especially since the PC is very low on defenses, but does she know that? Does she know that PC doesn't have much defenses left to just go for this banish combo here? Would it even kill? Does it do 271?
Ooh, not even going for a banish. Instead, it's going to be Blastman SP. And if you look at PZ, it's Tomahawk on grass. Now, PZ is going to... Ooh, yeah, I'm not sure what PZ is going to do in terms of crosses here. But Blastman SP on grass would easily take PZ down to 1 HP. And that paralysis would make all the difference here. And even if PZ manages to step out of the grass and change crosses into ground cross like this, 250 damage would still leave PZ at 21 HP, so very easy for Salad to close it out at that point. Ooh,
Oh,
yeah.
nice. Oh,
There it is.
nice, nice, nice.
Yeah, there was just no way out for PZ there, not having defense available to him, having already used up, I think all of it actually in the previous turns. Meant that Salad was free to just go for that last man SP with White Capsule. Ooh, and Beast combo from PZ coming out right away. The Pulse 2 at least is not gonna, right off the bat, is not gonna connect.
Oh, okay, interesting. Going for the grass panels instead over here. Oh no! Avoided that entire combo! That was like 6 wasted chips! Well, 5 actually, but you know.
No, but Salad's life aura and anti-damage both got popped in the course of that movement during the combo though.
Yeah, true.
So both of those major defenses there taken off right at the start here.
Salad was trying to get the movement to walk into the body on the Windrax. Almost had it at the very end there, but PZ still manages to get rid of that aura too.
Yeah, the unfortunate part there is actually that Salad walked into PZ and triggered her own anti-damage there, so...
I love this. And now both just queue up defenses here. Now the question is, will Salad decide to just sit on these defenses and maybe go into Tengu next turn and just blow away the aura and maintain the defensive pressure? Oh no, okay, she's opting just to go through the forward hand. Alright, interesting.
Oh no, not able to... Didn't make the decision fast enough, so now having to toss those 2 final chips. One of them was an area grab.
Yeah, you know, that was honestly a tough decision to make.
Yeah, that would have been a very tough call, because do you really want to go into Tengu so predictably to remove that life aura when your opponent has Neo variable? So, but instead, this is a huge problem for Salad now, because Salad is going to have to rely on either Fire Hit 3 connecting or a charged High Boomer connecting in order to destroy the life aura, and then you could do an Erase Man, an area grab into the Erase Man follow-up, make it a little bit easier to connect. But, oh no, Salad actually retains these chips. Goes for the hand that didn't finish playing.
Oh, missing that erase man was huge. Now Near Variable's not going to be able to do the job. Watch it be Baby Sword. Come on, Baby Sword.
Give us the Baby Sword.
Oh, goes for Near Variable.
Yeah, that supersonic boom coming out and taking down that anti-damage. And now you've seen your opponent play out the that Neo variable. Player Zero doesn't have anything else in there. You could go into the Tengu Cross at this point.
There's no access to Tengu Cross at this point. I think he used it already.
No, I think Salad still has a Tengu.
Yeah, Salad still has Tengu.
Yeah, what I mean is that Neo variable. Because it was PZ who used the Neo variable that turn, wasn't it?
Oh yeah, for sure. I understand what you're saying. Oh, okay. Yeah. You see how confusing it gets when everyone's running the PZ special? Now we don't know who PZ is anymore. Oh, or I'm just dumb. You pick your pick.
Ooh, all this bug fix and an area grab coming out here. Gets
this is a lot of area. Excellent use of defense here. Gonna head ahead and keep that cross. Oh, this is really good.
Let it time out.
I don't think you get the fist here, do you?
Oh, Salad didn't even go for it.
Oh! Oh, no! If she waited for the release on that charge shot, it would have been better. Oh, but that's fine because we get the run back with the Blast Man.
Yeah, I feel like that fire hit, it was definitely really risky because Player Zero was on the final frames of that Tomahawk swing. So he was basically just about to get his movement back.
Right.
So it's really iffy whether or not that fire hit 3 would have connected. But I think there was a chance. It was like really tight. Maybe it was actually like a 1 frame window or 1 frame difference there. So something like that. I feel like fire hit 3 had the slightest possibility of connecting there. Player Zero with Meteor Knuckle here. Gonna hope for this 3 panel. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 hits on 3 panels.
And this time, because of the cross change, oh no, that's so unfortunate. Oh, what?
Oh,
no. What happened?
Oh no.
I mean, okay, it's still fine. You have 400 some life. You still have your Meteor Knuckles. You still have your own Neo variable. No, this is actually still really doable. This is really good, actually. Oh my, are you for serious? Beast out right now. Beast out right now. What are you? Oh, no Beast out with that Knuckles?
PZ has all this defense though. Anti-damage and Invis in hand. In fact, 2 Invis available.
Okay. This is a lot of defense. I actually like going for all this defense by Salad here. Oh. PC was ready for it. And now the Invisible comes out as well. Judgment is in hand. Gonna get back area. Nice. And now he can move around again. But what Neo variable are you gonna go for in this situation? It has to be the
I think there's not enough time. That Invis was used late enough.
Definitely not now.
Yeah, that Invis was used late enough that it wasn't gonna run out until basically cust, until the next cust screen. So I think there was a short window where Salad could have queued up the supersonic boom there, but Player Zero made sure to throw down that machine gun with the uninstall at the end just to prevent that window from actually being usable. So really
You
well
know-
played from player zero there, waiting until the very end just to
For
protect,
sure.
protect the end of that invis.
You know, I can't help but watch this match and think, look how much fun these guys are actually having, just duking it out like this. This is so
no.
good. Oh, the clip. Okay. Oh, and got shot. Spoutman SP2. Oh, this is so much pressure. 1 HP. Salad, can you make it out of this? Oh, the bees. Bees. Will the second one hit? I don't think so. Proto Man will hit though. Thanks to the push mechanic. Oh my gosh, in the area grab. 1 HP. 92. Oh no, it's over. It's actually over.
Oh no.
It's actually over.
You know what makes all the difference here?
The beast over.
Beast over, because Salad never went into Beast. So Salad doesn't have Beast over available. Player zero used Beast pretty early, I think. And yeah, that's going to be it.
Oh, man. Did you see how fast that was? That was instant transmission speed, yo. That was crazy. Wow,
Yeah,
that was
well
really
played.
tough.
Well played
Very well
to
played.
PZ and Salad. Really high level play there. Man, there were, I feel like, just a couple of mistakes the Salad made that, you know, they started adding up towards those final turns. You could see that, you know, if Salad played slightly more clean in the previous turns, it might have made that difference. It came down so close. PZ actually dropping to, what was that, 90 HP?
Man, it was only 96 HP difference. 95 HP difference because the one. If that last assault on the beast, the second hive had been close enough to hit, even sneaking into play. Okay, so people might not understand. What happened there? The reason why PZ took so much damage was because of the push mechanic. When you are afflicted with big push and you're sent flying backwards, you can actually chain dimming chips or anything that causes flash into each other, and your opponent can't they can just take all that damage. So you can even see things like Blastman SP into Proto Man in succession with no flashing getting involved because of that push. Until you finish your push animation, you can't go into flashing state. So it's a really interesting mechanic that they put into this game. I mean, I'm not sure if it was intended, but it's really interesting on how you can abuse that system to your liking.
Yeah, that was quite a set. I think that was a set worthy of the winners finals.
For sure.
And unfortunately, what that means for Salad is being sent down into the win harder bracket. But you know, at the very least, Salad was sent to the very end of the win harder bracket. So basically, because Salad lost at this stage in the winners bracket, Salad doesn't have to go through the full gauntlet of having to play through the full losers bracket. Unfortunately, since I lost my first set, I'm basically yeah, it's looking
Gauntlet
rough.
run.
Yeah, it's the gauntlet.
Like my brother. Good luck. You can do this.
Yeah,
Everyone was
so
looking at rare for him too.
unfortunately that was our last match for the stream. So just to take a quick look at the bracket, and Neryth summarized it for us, but let's take a quick look and see how it will look for next week. Okay, so as you can see on the screen, this is the winner's side of the bracket, which was basically concluded today with player zero waiting for the grand finals for next week. And as you can see on the screen now, this is going to be the win harder bracket or the losers bracket going into next week. And we're going to have a lot of very exciting matches, and I guess we'll see if people end up climbing through and going all the way, especially with all of the really high matches that we saw at the start of today. So now that does conclude today's stream. So thank you everyone for watching, and obviously huge shout out to Salat for making the stream layout and the amazing video at the start of the first match. And if you've missed it, then make sure to take a look. I believe there will be sent through in general or in announcements in Discord as well. So if you haven't joined the Discord, make sure to head there as well. And thank you, Neryth and SoulXCross for joining us on commentary. That was a lot of fun.
Yeah, thanks for having us.
Yeah, for sure. Thanks for having us.
And also a huge shout out to HonorNite and Enduring Ray for helping these streams. HonorNite organizing the VODs and helping with this tournament organization, and Enduring Ray making that double VOD that you saw at the last match today. And last but not least, thank you everyone for watching, and thank you for all the new viewers, and hopefully we'll see you again next week for the finale of the first Blood Moon of 2022. Thank you everyone for watching. See you later. Goodbye.